Hello and welcome to Spoop Squad, the podcast where we watch horror films that go flop in the night. I am a spoopy host, Jared, and I'm here with...
I'm Nick.
And I'm Nathan.
Hey, y'all, I'm Nick.
He totally didn't do
Yeah, I
it this
turned
time.
it down because I was like, no, I'm not going to do it because I didn't want y'all to just shit all over it again.
Well, we're still shit on you, so it doesn't matter if you do it or not.
Yeah.
Y'all really
Congratulations.
hurt my feelings.
Good.
All two of them.
Good.
You only have two feelings.
Left.
Not for long.
So, guys, what did we watch tonight?
We watched The Monster Project.
Monster Project.
Yes, from 2017.
Oh, I didn't know it was that recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either. It seemed like it was a little bit older than that.
Yeah, it seemed a little older.
Yeah, so The Monster Project.
We watched The Monster Project by Victor Matthew.
Victor Matthew, the honey badger.
I have nothing to add to this.
Nick, you looked up the budget for this film. What was the budget?
It was an astounding $250,000. I'm not really sure where most of that went.
Most of it probably went in the pocket of the director.
It's likely.
Yeah. It went to pay Brian
went to pay Brian.
under the table.
Yeah, it went to
Definitely
pay
did
for
not go.
Brian and his drugs.
Special effects is not where that went. Definitely not.
Definitely went to Brian.
They got somebody who was in like UCLA's film department to do the fucking CGI effects.
Somebody who's super into Robert Rodriguez but doesn't have half the talent.
Half the talent. That's being fucking nice about it.
Being a little generous. Just a little generous.
That's not like you.
I'm just being a little Ellen DeGeneres. Because David tells me I dress like Ellen DeGeneres.
Well, stop.
She's a handsome woman.
I'm not going to argue that.
She got a hot wife.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that either.
Yeah. She's doing better than me.
Third time's a
I
charm.
think there is nothing that ever you can
It
argue
is-
against that.
I view it as a compliment.
Okay.
It's an
I
interesting
don't know
view.
why. But we're not here to talk about Ellen DeGeneres and how you don't pan out to be anything like her. We're here to talk about The Monster Project. And so just a little side note, we are recording at like 2 a.m. after watching this horrible film. Okay, so 2017, it was, full length. It was an hour and almost 40 minutes,
It's
right?
like an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah, which is really long for like a found footage film like this.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's...
At least 30 minutes longer than Bad Ben.
which we will get to eventually, which I'm really excited about.
I'm very excited about it also.
Okay, so as we usually do, let's start out with one positive. Nathan, what's the one positive that you have?
Just the one positive?
It's over.
So my one positive is that I'll say I did have a couple other positives too, but with this one, it's that once the action actually gets going, like once they're done with like the setup, the action rolls and it does not stop until the movie's over. And as opposed to some of the other films that we've seen for this show, not kind of in general in life, but like they typically take the whole idea of falling action a little too seriously, whereas this is just kind of climax and then it just ends. And I kind of like that. It was different.
All right, well, Nick, what do you have?
I really like the scene where Brian was the drug addict. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When the demon like kind of possessed him a little bit, and he went back and like was kind of dealing with his demons. That he'd had a couple of people. He sold them a bad batch, and they died from it.
Yeah. It was.
I thought that was a pretty
really
cool scene.
Yeah. It was an interesting way to do exposition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was kind of creepy, but not like scary. It was just. I thought it was a really good scene.
I thought it was a good scene too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I would probably put that in the top favorite parts of the film.
Yeah.
For me as well. But the whole plot of the movie seems like one big intervention for Brian. And I
Yes.
absolutely love it.
Is that your favorite part of the movie?
That is my favorite part of the movie.
Because there's definitely a point where we're like, oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you
this is-
call that out, you go, is this an intervention for Brian?
And I'm so glad you said it because I was sitting there thinking, I was like, this just seems like the whole thing. They're going to be like, gotcha.
Gotcha,
So you
yeah.
don't want to do drugs anymore, right?
This is an elaborate hoax.
Even though I kind of feel like it would have the opposite effect and be like, I really need
No, I
some oxy
really
right
need
now.
some fucking
I need
drugs.
something.
We hired a vampire to find out what drugs you're still taking.
That actually was kind of a cool part that she knew specifically what he
Yeah.
was taking. I guess because she drank his blood, so she was aware. She knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a pharmaceutical vampire.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what all the drugs taste like.
I mean, it was kind of a jump that she would know specifically, but it was kind of a cool, trying to be positive.
So who's got the synopsis? Let's go ahead and read the synopsis.
Okay, so in case you're wondering about the film that we watched, the synopsis is when aspiring horror filmmakers post an online casting call looking for real-life monsters to interview for their upcoming documentary called The Monster Project, they find 3 individuals claiming to be Skinwalker, a vampire, and a demon. I mean, that's a short synopsis, but you kind of get the gist. They put out this call for real-life monsters. They get 3 of them.
Yeah.
And they all
And they're,
converge into this house together, and then chaos erupts.
and they're not expecting to get real monsters. They're expecting to get like people who think they're monsters.
Yes. Like the people who drink blood because they think they're vampires.
Yeah, like those
Have you ever seen that YouTube?
mentally healthy people.
There's a YouTube video about a guy who's like, I'm a wolf. I identify as a wolf. And I feel like that's what they're looking for in this movie, are people who identify as a wolf. And there was a documentary about people who think they're vampires, or they like embrace the vampire culture as it applies with Anne Rice.
Yeah. Most of this film is god-awful.
Yeah.
We watched it on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's streaming anywhere else. Fuck, I hope not. 4.4 out of 10 on IMDb. Yes, Nick, that's half.
Fuck, you beat me to it, motherfucker.
He still has one joke.
His one joke that he has. Yeah, I mean, really, 4.4 out of 10 is giving this movie a lot of credit.
Yes.
Okay, so all right, so the whole thing was dealing with a guy that was addicted to drugs, and specifically they find oxy on him, oxycodone, and if I'm not mistaken, like, okay, so they throughout the movie they keep saying that his eyes are dilated.
Twice.
Yeah.
Like, hold on.
At 2 different points.
So you keep saying oxy, and you went like Oxycontin, oxycodone. My next thought was OxyClean.
OxyClean. I don't think you drink that. Take that.
I mean, maybe.
No, but
Oxyma.
so they're always saying like, oh, his pupils are dilated, but I think it's the opposite for opiates.
No.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that it is.
I just drink beer and masturbate, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
And those really dilate your pupils.
They do. I don't know. I've never. What do you smoke opiates?
Well, oxy.
You swallow 'em?
Oxy is it's a pill. I mean, I guess you
know.
can.
I mean, you can-
smoke it,
Not a
I guess.
drug
I
expert.
have no idea. Yeah.
Tell me more, Mr. Drug Expert. The police, the FBI are definitely not listening.
No, they're not. Go ahead.
You can go back to your mics, please. You're scaring
We're
me.
waiting.
I'm waiting for your wisdom.
I guess I should have Googled it first before I brought this up. But
Yeah,
I,
probably.
But I really feel.
No,
like,
fuck it. Just wing it. Whatever, Nick. Just go.
That's what I do most episodes of any show I'm on. I just show up and wing it.
So whenever you're performing heart surgery,
I am not a heart surgeon. Also, blood makes me woozy, which is weird because in horror movies it doesn't. But real life blood makes me woozy.
so one of the reviews gave it a 5 out of 10. Not bad. Painful to listen to at times.
Yeah.
So quick
Yeah.
Google search says I'm right.
Oh, congratulations.
Bitches.
Okay.
Okay, but if you're doing your whole movie based around a dude that does drugs, don't you think you should have fucking known that?
I don't know, man. Maybe they did about as much research on this movie as I did. But
Trivia for the film. At 14:56, when they received the DVD from Shiori, you can see when the video fuzzes the demon that possesses Shiori. Yeah, no fucking shit. It wasn't like hidden.
I will say that there were more jump scares in this movie than I have ever seen in any movie ever.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about
this
that.
is like nonstop trying to jump scare you.
Yes.
Anytime there's a pause, you know there's going to be a jump scare. Like, I don't think I've ever watched a movie that telegraphed the jump scares as much as this.
So hold on. I just pulled this up. It's on IMDb.
Jump scare.
Jump scare. No. Factual errors. Oxycontin makes your pupils constrict. Not dilate. It is said twice about the opiate.
Yes.
Oh, you're vindicated like Dashboard Confessional right now.
This feels good.
Does it?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, good.
I will say.
So,
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
a quote
Yes.
from Shayla,
Give
the
me-
vampire.
Oh, yes. Please
Or
give this to me.
The vampiress.
Yeah, no, she had probably the best quotes. She probably had the best lines in the entire fucking movie.
Restraint is not my strength. I can't resist a taste. I consider it a tip.
I don't know if that was one of her best.
When she said, I consider it a tip?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't remember her saying that? She was talking about when she's tattooing people and they start to bleed.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like, how do you hold back?
Like, which brings up a really good point. Does she just lick that shit up?
That's what I was thinking.
That
I was
is
like,
not sanitary.
But she's a vampire, so it doesn't matter.
But it's not sanitary.
I don't know.
They're going to get cooties.
It's fair.
And that's the only quote that they have for this film.
For this film is the one thing.
The one quote.
The one half-assed quote by her.
Yes.
She, you know what, I will say she was a pretty good actress, though. For what she was trying to do,
Wait.
she accomplished what she was going for.
So, I can almost fucking 100% guarantee you that she's in a porn somewhere.
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to find it.
Do you think she'll still be wearing those words?
The
They're
fishnet
not.
stockings?
Oh, but
No.
The fangs?
God, the words
the
are just
contacts?
contacts?
Contacts is what I was
The crappy
looking for.
blonde
Fuck.
wig?
Yeah.
The contacts.
there were I felt like she was less typecast as everyone else in the film. I mean, you've got Brian, who's the drug addict, who's kind of like a shitty Eminem.
Yeah.
You've got Devin, who is Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures.
God, he was such a dude.
I like to kill little girls. Please go
You gonna
watch.
push me over this rail? You gonna push me? You like to push other people? Push me.
Well, I like at
No,
the,
that's exactly who he was.
at like the height of the fucking thing.
You had Jamal, who was quote unquote the black guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You had
And he was trying way too hard to be the black guy.
really
He was the first one to die.
no, he
didn't
wasn't.
die,
No, he
no.
wasn't.
That's right.
We don't
He
know
was
if
at
he
the
died or
end.
not.
Yeah, we're not sure.
Wait,
You
wasn't
had-
that him at the end?
I mean, we think he does.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and then we had a creepy Asian girl who was just head down, hair in her face. Of course, that's creepy Asian girl. Although she looked like she brushed her hair as opposed to like the girl from The Ring or Ringu. And then there was like Jewish actress.
Yeah.
I mean,
Director.
yeah, director. and then who am I missing? A Native American skinwalker.
Holy fuck.
I don't want my face to be seen. Like from the second he shows up, they it's like whoever found it was like, oh, because this is a found footage movie. It's like somebody found this because pretty much everybody dies.
Yes.
I mean, not really spoilers. Who cares?
Yeah.
Except for douchebag McGee.
Yeah, but like everybody dies, and so like whoever quote unquote found this footage was like, I'm gonna respect his wishes and alter his voice. You know what I mean? Like, that's so stupid to me. And it was like from the second he shows up and he's on Brian's GoPro that's on his forehead. Like, from that very moment on, they just have like altered his voice, and that cracked me up the whole time.
Yeah, that's really funny.
It was like,
which, by the way,
you know what?
Skinwalkers are not supposed to be werewolves.
Well, they're not
They're
necessarily
shapeshifters.
werewolves. Yeah, they're shapeshifters in general.
But the whole time they're like, oh no, it's like werewolves. It's
they immediately drew it to werewolves, and that's not.
It's dumb.
And how you become one, they fucked that up too. Yep. It's a, from what I understand, it's a bloodline thing.
Yes,
like you're born.
Yeah, from what I understand, from the lore of Skinwalker.
Yes, and they kind of played with a lot of the lore of things because, I mean, when Brian killed that guy, who, by the way, was a cop on an Indian reservation, and so he had to wear a body cam. So it was still on him when he became the werewolf, which was ridiculous because the rest of his clothes were gone and you saw his big fat wolf dick. It was like a 3-foot wolf dick swanging in the wind. And like Nick called it out and I didn't realize it was there. And then every scene after that, I was like, that somebody CGI'd, like someone took time and effort to CGI this 3-foot wolf dick. Like, somebody out there was paid to do this, and it was never erect, and it never fucked any other furries. It was just this 3-foot wolf dick for no reason at all, just other than to show that they know how physics works.
We got this swinging dick down.
I understand video game physics, so I'm gonna put in this 3-foot wolf dick.
Yeah, it definitely. This movie definitely goes like first-person shooter.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I compared it to Hardcore Henry when we were watching it. Definitely goes Hardcore Henry at times.
Yeah.
Well, it also, that was another thing I noticed. So when they run out of ammo, first of all, they keep cocking that gun like 4 times. They'll shoot like 5 bullets, and then they're like, "We're out." And they put another one in, and then they like shoot 1 bullet, and they're like, "We're out, we gotta reload." And they keep cocking it, but when they finally do run out of ammo, so y'all both shot guns before, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you know that the slide stays back.
So hold on, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we live in Texas, so we have all shot more than one type of like gun.
Shotguns, yes.
Pistols, I've shot an AK before.
AK, yeah. Yes.
It was all right. I wasn't a big fan of the AK personally. But anyways,
fun.
when they finally run out of ammo, the slide goes forward, and then the guy ejects the empty round out.
Which is
be
not
like,
how that
we're out.
works.
It's
Not
not.
how that works.
The slide stays back because it's already ejected the round, saying, "Hey, if you want to put another magazine in, you're good to go." And I was watching that. I was like, these people have no idea how fucking guns work.
I like this conversation that Nick's having with a gun. Hey, if you want to put another bullet in me,
Put another bullet in me. Just throw it in there and we're good to go.
Just stick it on the end.
I'm wide open for you.
Wide
Stick
open.
another bullet in.
All lubed up and ready to go.
I've been cleaned. I'm all oiled up.
I'm ready to go.
I've been soaked in gun oil overnight. Stick your bullet in me. Stick your bullet in me.
Hope it's hollow point.
This might be scarier than the whole fucking movie.
Okay, so I wanna touch back on the actress who played Shayla. So going to her IMDb page and her credits,
please
she has 45 credits on IMDb.
Nice. She almost has enough to get a PlayStation.
Almost. Bed of Roses in 1996.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Let's see. Long Kiss Goodnight, 1996.
Oh, wow.
She was the hostage girl in Heat, 1995.
What?
What? She was hostage girl?
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and look at her IMDb page.
Let's see. Let's continue going on. There's a bunch of shit you haven't heard of. Love and Sex from 2000. ER. She was in 22 episodes.
She was in 22 episodes of
Yeah. She was Rachel Green.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh no, that's Dr. Green. She was Dr. Green's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Love Hurts.
Not
Never
from Friends.
Heard of it. Yeah, not from Friends. You Only Better from 2010. Some kind of Playboy something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I knew there had to be something somewhere
Oh, yeah.
in there.
I knew I'd find it.
Yeah.
But you found it instead. Just text it to me.
Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. Law and Order, SVU, one episode. Iron Man 3.
What?
Miss Elk Ridge.
Oh, she was Miss Elkridge.
Castle for one episode.
Oh wait, who was she in Castle?
She was Veronica. Who is
She was
she?
Veronica.
She was Veronica for one episode.
One episode of Castle with Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion.
The Girl He Met Online, a TV movie from 2014.
I've never heard of that.
Let's see.
No, give me something good. Give me a juicy one.
Masters of Sex.
She was in Masters of Sex.
One episode.
I have definitely watched Masters of Sex.
She was Daphne.
Daphne.
The Nice Guys. She was the young porn queen.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
you really. Who
You're
was it that
digging
said
deep
it?
right now.
You were the one that said it. That she was been in a porno. You
Yeah.
really fucking nailed this.
I don't think you know what Masters of Sex is.
Yeah. I don't
I've
think you
heard
know
of
what The
it.
Nice Guys is.
Yeah.
She was in The Night
Oh.
Of for
No, I
one
was-
episode. She was a teacher. She was in The Monster Project from 2017. She played
What?
a
She just
princess.
watched this.
Yes, she was just in this movie we
I
watched.
hope this whole bit makes it onto the show. Because can we who else from the show do we want to look at their IMDb and go through every movie they've been in, every project they've ever done?
No, I just thought it was pretty interesting because she has been in some stuff
Yeah.
that is actually pretty well known and stuff that I've seen. I mean, The Nice
Especially-
Guys,
yeah, Masters of Sex.
Yeah, Masters of Sex. Iron Man 3, I haven't seen it, but she's in it.
you do
How have
not
you not-
need to see it.
No, but how have you not seen it?
Because I haven't watched it. That's how I haven't seen it.
Try harder.
Trash.
It is
Fair.
trash. It's the worst of the Iron Man movies.
By far. So remember how I told you guys like one of the things that freaks me out more than anything is like the little
Asian
like,
girls?
Yeah, the little creepy like Asian chicks and like
Yeah.
the Grudge and shit. This movie might have broken that for me because pretty early on I realized I was no longer afraid of this chick at all.
Yeah.
Because they just kept. First of all, every shot of her was just her flying at the camera with
And
this
with
like
this
ghost face,
Shitty CGI
And
face.
Shitty CGI demon ghost face.
and it lost everything that actually scares me about those movies.
Hold up. We are completely glossing over Jared's favorite character of the movie, Martha.
Why did you say that name?
There's some lady in a
In a
wheelchair
wheelchair.
in this house that is being rented out. This
This
decrepit house.
boarded up fucking house.
And this guy shows up, and he's there, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's renting the house to us." And then he starts opening the gates and like unlocking these chains and shit to open it up. And then he walks out inside, and he's like, "Martha, Martha," and Jared immediately goes, "Why did you say that name?" But he has shown up to this house to find it. He's like letting these people in, but all of a sudden he's like, "Oh shit!
Oh shit, I forgot my wife.
I left Martha here at some point, whose special makeup was just extra white
Just
makeup on her
white
face."
makeup.
They're like, "No, Martha's got to be.
She's gotta be
gotta
pale.
She's got to be real pale."
And real greasy looking.
Yeah, she's gonna be pale and greasy. That's really gonna sell this scene. And she's just sitting there muttering to herself, and then there's a loud bang, and she screams, and the fucking guy puts her in the sleeper hold.
forgot about that.
There's at least 3 scenes in the movie where I immediately thought of WWE. One is when they throw the chair. It's the sleeper hold, the chair, and when the skinwalker power bombs the black guy through the floor. That doesn't actually happen. I just made that up.
So
his name is Jamal, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah.
He has a name.
he has a name.
His name is
Jamal.
Robert Paulson.
And he was
Okay, so I think it's pretty clear. This movie sucks, right?
Oh, God, it's awful.
yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty,
Okay,
yep.
so let's go ahead and get into reviews. Nathan, are you going to give this movie a skull?
I'm going to give this movie my first skull.
Holy shit,
Because
okay.
I absolutely would watch this movie again because as shitty as it was, I had so much fucking fun. With how the action ramped up, this is something that I would watch again if somebody else hadn't seen it. Like I'm not gonna just watch it on my own, but if I'm sitting with somebody and
Are
I'm
you
scrolling
sure?
past and they're like, "Oh, what's the Monster Project?" I will go, "Hell yeah, we're watching this," because I need you to see this pile of garbage.
All right, Nick, what about you? You going to give this a skull?
See, I was so upset when he said he was going to do it because I didn't want you to be like, "Oh, you're just copying Nathan."
No,
You're
it's
copying
cool.
Nate.
But
Copy
yeah,
me.
I'm
Copy
giving
me.
him. I'm giving it a fucking skull. Yeah,
A fucking skull.
a fucking skull. I'm gonna skull fuck this movie.
It opens its mouth up and there's a dick coming out of it.
For sure.
Yeah, it was just so bad. It was entertaining. I just like it. Kind of reminded me of like a shitty Cabin in the Woods, where it just kind of brought everything together, but it failed horribly. So I love it because it makes you appreciate the Cabin in the Woods so much more, in my opinion.
Yeah, because Cabin in the Woods was full of self-awareness, whereas this
Yeah.
was not.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Cabin in the Woods was full of self-awareness and homages.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, it is on the other end of the spectrum, but
And-
it's so shitty, so I can just sit there and laugh at the whole thing. So yeah, I'm giving it a skull.
Okay. I am going to make this 100%. I'm going to go ahead and
Fuck
give this
yes.
a skull.
Oh, that's
Because-
our first 3 skulls,
The
yo.
first 3 skulls, guys.
Go
So-
out and watch this movie
Watch
right
this
now.
atrocious pile of shit.
Oh, do it
Watch
drunk
this.
too. I think it'll be so much better
With what?
if you just do it just drunk and just
Yeah.
laugh at it with your friends.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, no,
you don't
you definitely
need
to
to
watch
abuse
this.
substances to enjoy this movie
Go get some
because that's what
Oxycontin.
Brian learns in the movie.
Okay, so definitely go find this movie. It's like I said earlier, it's on Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if it's on Netflix or on Shudder maybe or Hulu.
Let's just name a list of streaming services that don't sponsor us.
I mean, we have to ask them. To sponsor.
Verve? Is it on Verve?
Verve? Yeah, is it on Verve?
CISO? Is this a CISO
No,
project?
it's not a CISO joint because CISO does not exist anymore. Anyway, go find this movie wherever you can find it online. YouTube. Maybe it's on YouTube.
It could be.
I mean, because VidPro.
Yeah.
Because they're using VidPro in the movie.
What was it? Venmo.
Venmo, yeah.
Venmo.
Maybe it's on Venmo.
Yeah. This movie's fun. Watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a steaming pile of shit, but it's fun.
But it's a fun steaming pile of shit.
it's like it's like that scene from any of the Back to the Future movies where the Biff guy drives into whoever is Biff at the moment. It drives into the back of a truck or a
Manure
wagon,
truck?
and manure falls all over him. This movie is the manure that falls all over Biff.
Yes.
This is the Biff manure.
So you're glad it's there.
Yeah, you're glad it's there because it does serve a
It
purpose.
serves a purpose.
It keeps Biff off your back.
Fuck Biff.
All right, well, thanks for listening, guys. And if you agree with us or disagree with us, or maybe you've got some movie submissions that you'd like for us to take a look at, hit us up in our Facebook community at facebook.com/Spoop Squad and hit us up on Twitter at Spoop Squad.
Keep it spoopy.